Broadband is currently defined as 25 megabits per second of data coming down to your computer and 1 megabit of data going out of your computer back up. Well, all of this started, and I want to say it was our 2016 Community Strategic Plan to connect Roanoke County to the world. So the first piece of that was the creation of the Roanoke Valley Broadband Authority, which is partnered by several different municipalities here. But in Roanoke County is they laid 25 miles of open access fiber in the ground, primarily to encourage businesses to move to the county. So, and I think they've been very successful in their initial deployments with the people that are on using it, is they offer quite a bit of services now for business, and they're also to the point to where they're ready to offer open access fiber to anybody who would like to be a last mile provider and provide residential internet. A couple of things about Roanoke is it's absolutely beautiful. People want to live here. A lot of people live here for the beauty. And up until this pandemic, they were perfectly happy unplugging at work and going home and enjoying living out in the country. What problems does that bring is now I know I need internet, but I can't even get cell phone service where I live. So how on earth am I ever going to get internet? If you went on our GIS system and looked at a particular address, it might say they have 200 megabits of broadband from Cox Communication or from Comcast Communication. And we plugged that in from Census data. And then we discovered, after we did this survey, well, why does it say this house has it and the resident says they don't have it? And then if you go to the provider that's advertised, no, they don't have service out there. Well, what the U.S. Census did in 2010, when they did the census, if it was available in any census block, part of any census block, they counted the whole block as availability. So it really gave us a false sense of who had high-speed internet and who didn't. So our struggle, as a local government, is trying to facilitate these installations. And we're kind of in an area we've never been in before, is we know there's an issue. It's a priority issue to our Board of Supervisors. So how can we do this? And a lot of this CARES Act money, and they sent money to the municipalities based on population. But we had some very short deadlines to work with. So we partnered with Cox Communications and B2X Communications to target some areas in the county that we knew didn't have service that they felt like they could accomplish within the timeline of the CARES Act to bring internet to county residents. But it gave us a chance to go into areas that we knew about as a result of our survey that we didn't cover in our VATI request to get some people some internet in the time of crisis to try and bring about it. Well, the Virginia Technology Initiative was designed by the state because the state even understood the importance of broadband to citizens' houses before the pandemic. And this is really what kind of got us started, is when I say we, the County of Roanoke, we were really unaware that we had as big an issue as we had. And as word started coming out that counties next to us were being awarded grant money for high-speed internet, our phones started ringing with citizens that want to know, what about us? Our fingers are crossed for the VATI grant announcement, but we're not going to stop. It's like I said, the internet availability, broadband availability is a top priority for our Board of Supervisors. And I don't think they will rest until everybody who wants internet or broadband has it at least available to them from one provider. I think contact your state representatives and make sure that there's plenty of money in these VATI grants and these type of opportunities so that the local municipalities can go forward with making these partnerships to get broadband in. I think that's probably the key thing. Locally, if you're wondering if you're in this CARES program or the VATI proposal, is citizens contact me directly, and I'm happy to hear from them. I'm at bhunter@RoanokeCountyVA.gov is my email. I'm happy to hear from anybody. I have a whole group of folks that are on my mailing list right now that we're trying to keep in the loop as we go forward. And I'm happy to report I've been able to check a bunch of those folks off the list as success stories of people who didn't have anything that now have service available to them.